When building a fantasy world, it is tempting to sketch out the wildest, most imaginative creatures first, only to drop them into the map later. But this approach breaks the illusion of a living world. In reality, environments shape inhabitants. Every physical trait acts as a biological response to the surroundings. To build believable flora and fauna, we must use a framework of ecological harmony, letting the climate and terrain dictate the biology of the species. This is the species profile card. It breaks biological design down into 4 distinct categories: environment, coding, color, and features. Grab a piece of paper and draw out these 4 boxes. To begin, select one specific climate zone from your world map. In successful world building, every biological trait serves as a direct response to the mapped geography. Step 1 is setting the baseline constraint. Define whether this species lives in a snow, desert, forest, or aquatic biome, and write that environment at the very top of your profile. Human mythology has instinctively followed this rule of environmental adaptation for centuries. This photograph shows a footprint attributed to a yeti. Folklore surrounding thick-furred bipeds like the yeti and the abominable snowman originates specifically from high-altitude, snow-covered geography. Contrast that with the Loch Ness Monster. Cryptids with fins and smooth profiles, such as mermaids, are exclusively tied to deep water bodies. Meanwhile, legends of dark-furred creatures like Bigfoot and werewolves are strictly rooted in dense, shadowed forest regions. If a design violates these intuitive geographical pairings, the audience will automatically reject the creature as fake. Now that your environment is locked in, move to the second section of your profile. The climate coding. A creature's skin is an active survival tool. It functions as the primary temperature-regulating blanket for the animal. Look at the extreme temperatures of your chosen biome and assign a coding type that allows for survival. If you chose a hot, arid region, your creature requires light, sparse fur or a coat of reptilian scales to effectively dissipate heat. In sub-zero, snow-covered environments, a dense layer of thick fur is required to trap body heat against the cold. Failing to match the coding to the map coordinates results in a species that would biologically freeze or overheat within hours. With thermal regulation handled, we shift to survival. The color section determines how the creature hides from predators or ambushes prey. Fill a palette mimicking your biome, like Snow White for a frozen tundra. A yeti disappears against snow, while a dark creature uses forest shadows to hide. The morphological features section covers structures needed to navigate terrain, like webbed appendages. This exact same ecological logic applies to designing believable fantasy plant life. A moving, snake-like cactus is a structural adaptation for seeking moisture in a dry desert. Conversely, a massive, deep-rooted woody tree belongs in a water-rich forest. Both exterior color and morphological structure are the final evolutionary answers to the specific threats of the creature's home region. Review your completed 4-part custom species profile. You have engineered a species with logical thermal regulation, strategic camouflage, and biome-specific morphology. The result is a creature that visibly belongs to its world. This brown reptilian lizard monster thrives in the desert because its scales and coloration are built for the heat and sand. Now, select the opposite biome on your fantasy map and repeat this process. If you built a desert creature, design an aquatic plant next. Applying the rules of ecological harmony transforms separate sketches into a living, breathing ecosystem.